He found her in a cryo-pod. Her armor was still warm, but the battle she died in ended 150 years ago. The station was a ruin. Captain Elian Trask stepped through broken corridors and silent holes, flashlight beams slicing through centuries of dust. Orbiting a dead moon, this derelict vessel wasn't listed on any map. A ghost ship older than any surviving registry. The distress signal was weak, repeating the same coordinates on a loop older than most civilizations. He almost didn't respond. But something about the voice, something in the static made him come. And then he found her. A cryo-pod buried beneath wreckage in the medical bay. Cracked open, but still humming faintly. Its interface flickered with degraded symbols, military, alien, unfamiliar. Inside was a woman in glistening armor, silver blue plating etched with strange sigils. Her body lay motionless, curled as if asleep. The armor was still warm to the touch. Elian's breath caught. She looked like she'd died yesterday. The war she fought and ended 150 years ago. He checked her vitals. Alive. Somehow. Pulse faint. Cryostasis half failed. Brain activity active, but erratic. He tried to interface with the pod, but its systems resisted. Language barriers. Outdated code. He patched the translation matrix through his wrist module and got a partial sync. Name, Commander Viroshan. Status, MIA. Mission, Final Defense Line, Tarsai's Rift. Last record, 150.3 years ago. The translation faltered after that. Elian looked down at her face, calm, proud, and scarred by time and fire. He felt like an intruder. The pod blinked red, then hissed. Suddenly, with a mechanical gasp, it opened. Steam and cryo-frost burst into the air. Elian staggered back, weapon raised instinctively. She stirred. Her fingers twitched. Her eyes snapped open, deep violet and glowing faintly with light. He didn't even get a word out before she lunged. The next thing he knew, his back hit the wall, arm twisted behind him. "Who are you?" she hissed in a language laced with steel. Elian gasped. "Trask? Captain, explorer. Not your enemy." She faltered, looked around, saw the ruins, the decay, the silence, and her grip weakened. No, this isn't," she whispered, stepping back. Elian caught his breath and lowered his weapon. "The war's over," he said. "It ended a long time ago." She blinked. Who won? No one. The galaxy changed. Your people, your enemies, none of them exist as they did. Silence. Then her knees buckled. He caught her before she hit the floor. In the days that followed, she recovered slowly. He offered food, water, answers. She barely spoke, only stared out the shattered viewport at the stars, like they were strangers to her now. "I was supposed to die," she murmured one evening. "We made a last stand. I remember holding the breach, the order to seal the bay. Then pain, cold, nothing. You were left behind," Elian said softly. "Forgotten." She laughed bitterly. "I was a commander. They should have erased my name if I failed. But you didn't fail. You survived. Survival isn't always a victory." Despite herself, she began to talk. Her name was Viro. She fought in a war that consumed half the galaxy. Her people believed in honor, sacrifice, loyalty. They had none left now. And yet, she remained. They explored the station together, piecing together old logs. He helped her adjust to new tech. She taught him old tactics and history that had been lost. A strained companionship bloomed, born not from time, but timelessness. He asked her once, "What will you do now?" She stared at the stars. "I don't know who I'm anymore. A soldier without a cause is just a ghost." "You're not a ghost," he said. She looked at him, and for once didn't look away. One night, She placed her hand over his as he adjusted her armor fittings. You could have left me in that pod. I didn't. Why? I don't know. Maybe I just didn't want to be alone in the dock anymore. She smiled. You saved me. From death and from the future. When his ship finally arrived to retrieve him, she stood beside him on the loading ramp. Come with me, he said. She hesitated. I don't belong in your time. But you belong with someone. She looked at him, at the stars, at the empty ship behind them. Then she nodded and stepped forward.